Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisahealyourself. And to start 2024, the first thing I want to do is talk about your self-concept. I want to talk about who you are being. Because we want to be healed. We want to be healed in the future. We have this desire to be healed. And we're thinking about what we want from a place of lack, from a place of being aware that we don't have it. And the more we want it, the more we're aware and we're coming from a place that we don't have. And in order to actually heal, in order to actually be healed, you need to be healed. So what I mean by that is that nothing comes to fruition on the outside before first changing on the inside. So you're not going to see the results. You're not going to see this healed and feel this healed body and see all the changes that you would expect if you were healed to just start happening before you change on the inside, before you change and believe you are healed on the inside, because the inside change always comes first. The change of self comes before the outer circumstances change and before you see the results on the outside. The reason why chronic illness is so difficult and symptoms are so difficult to change is that we can't feel like we're healed when we're being pummeled by symptoms and sensations. We can't feel like we're healed when we actually are feeling sick. So it's very hard to do, but it's not impossible. Lots of people heal. Lots of people can heal. And the way they do that is by like a process, really. And the process first is believing that you can heal. Seeing your healed future self. Imagining that you can and will heal, and actually taking that into your heart as a belief. Because some of us doubt that it's even possible at any level ever, even in the future, to heal. And so that's the first thing that you have to be able to do is believe on a very deep level that you are going to heal. You don't have the answer. You don't know how yet. You don't even know the path, but you can see in the future that you are healed and create this future image of yourself that is healed. Now, often that is not enough to see this future, to believe in a future, because we're still thinking about the future from a place that we don't have it. It's not ours yet. So what happens is you need to eventually believe that you are healed now. There's no lag time in between who you are now and that future healed self, that future healed version of yourself that you know and believe is true. You need to believe it now, even in spite of the symptoms, in spite of what's going on. You need to be that healed future version of yourself now. Know that it already exists now. You need to live the way you would live if you were healed now. And when we do that, we suddenly become healed now. So this is very tricky because it comes in stages. Normally at first we don't even believe it's possible to heal. Like, it is not even possible. You can't even see it in the future. So the first thing you need to overcome is your doubt, your self-doubt about yourself. You need to change enough of yourself and your self-doubts and your limiting beliefs. So we're changing doubts and limiting beliefs here so that we can believe that it's possible. And you're not just believing it's possible, you're really believing it on the inside, because you've changed, because you have changed some of who you are. You've changed some of those limiting beliefs. You've changed some of those fears and doubts. You've grown in ways inside that allow you to finally see that you will heal one time. You don't know yet, but you will. And as you can hold on to that and grow that and start to think about your healed future self, start to become that person, the more you see that there's no time in between what you want in the future and who that person needs to be in order to get there now. And this is a process as well. It's about changing your self-concept again, changing your identity, changing your beliefs, changing your worldview until you see that that's actually just who you are. You are the type of person who healed. You have all the qualities and the inner resources of somebody who has healed, all the inner beliefs of the healed person. And the more and more you grow yourself and change yourself on the inside, the closer and closer you get to believing that you can and will heal, and then to believing that you already are healed. And you trust in yourself, you have faith in yourself. You build, you crush those limiting beliefs one by one and start to build new beliefs, new habits, new beliefs in yourself, new self-love. You focus on building a new identity, a new version of who you are, new beliefs, new ways that you see the world, new ways that you react and respond to the world. And when you start to become more and more the type of person who is healed, then you are healed. So I know this can be overwhelming when you're still at the other end of the spectrum and you don't even believe yet that it's possible. So I want you to start out by we're going to just simply, for 1 year, for this entire year, ask yourself one question throughout the day, often, as many times as you need to. What would the healed version of me do? What would the healed, the completely, totally free, authentically me, healed 100%, the one filled with love and joy and happiness and confidence and vibrancy and calm and peace and confidence and contentment, what would that version of myself do right now? You could apply it to what would I eat? What would I do? Would I say yes to this invitation? Would I not? Would I go here? Would I not? Would I actually want to do this thing? Or would I not? What is the truest, most healed version of myself? If I was fully healed right now and I was the truest, happiest version of me, what would I want to do in this situation? What would I do right now in this situation? So whenever you're not sure, you're behaving from the place of being, from the place of having it, living in the end state of what you want. Ask yourself that one question. What would the fully, authentically healed version, truest version of myself do if I was fully healed? And then do that, because the more that you can do and be and act from that place, the more you are building the type of identity and personality and beliefs and resources in yourself to actually become that person. And so if you use that one question to act to act from the state of being that you are healed, then you grow into the person that is healed, because you're doing things maybe before you're ready, maybe before you have the resources, maybe before you even have the beliefs or the confidence, but you build it as you go. You build it, right? You learn, even if you fall, even if you fail, you learn from it and you say, okay, I can do this. I'm still going to do this. What would the fully healed version of myself do? Who would I be? What would I want? How would I act? How would others see me? And we need to start living from the end of this. And if you can't get all the way there right now in a state of being, even what would the future version of myself do? What would I want to do in the future? And then just start to imagine that. Start to let yourself imagine what you would do, even if you're not ready to do it yet. But you know you're getting closer and closer to healing when you actually start doing it, when you actually start being it now. You are closing the time and space between from where you are now and from when you are healed. There's a gap. And we close the gap slowly by changing the inside, by changing who we are, by changing how we are in this world, by changing who we are being. It's about who we are being, who we believe we are, the belief we hold, the beliefs we hold deep inside. And when you deeply believe that you can heal, that you will heal, and that you are healed, then you just shorten and shorten and shorten the gap until you are, no matter what comes up, that you are fully healed, that you are healed, that you will never be sick, chronically ill again. And that's the kind of confidence that doesn't come overnight, but you build it by changing who you are. You build it by changing your identity, your self-concept, your belief, your worldviews, and your deeply held knowing inside about who it is that you are. So I hope that this was a good video to start the New Year's off with. Please write this question down, post it everywhere, put it on your phone. Ask yourself this question all the time throughout the day. Get comfortable with this question, get familiar with what that person would do. Start to really work toward embodying healing, embodying new beliefs, embodying this new identity. And start just by becoming aware and by simply asking the question that needs to be asked every day. And that is the question. So continue to ask it, continue to challenge it yourself, continue to grow from it and into who it is you want to be. If you liked this video, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.